Joshua 5 marks a transition. Israel has finally entered the promised land, but before any battle begins, God commands a spiritual reset. The chapter focuses on renewing the covenant, remembering God's faithfulness, and recognizing God's authority, okay? First part of this chapter is the circumcision at Gilgal, which encompasses verses 1 and 9. At that time, the Lord said to Joshua, make flint knives and circumcise the Israelites again, okay? All the men who left Egypt were circumcised, but the new generation born in the wilderness was not, okay? Okay, but were they circumcised 2 times? This should be very painful. Anyways, so before facing Jericho, God commands a fresh act of covenant obedience. The place is called Gilgal, meaning to roll away. Today, today I have rolled away the reproach of Egypt from you. Reproach means disgrace or shame. The wilderness disobedience is now behind it. Second part of this chapter, the Passover celebrated, which encompasses verses 10 to 12. On the evening of the 14th day, they celebrated the Passover. First Passover in the Promised Land, a sign of freedom and God's deliverance. And after that, the manna stopped the day after they ate the produce of the land. Okay, this masks a transition from wilderness provision to living in God's promise. Okay, no more daily manna. So now they would eat from the prom. Sorry, now they would eat from the land itself. Third part of this chapter, the commander of the Lord's army appears, which encompasses verses 13 to 15. As Joshua approaches Jericho, he meets a mysterious man with a drawn sword. Joshua asked him, are you for us or for our enemies? Neither, he replied, but as a commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come. Joshua falls to the ground and asks what message he brings. The commander replies, take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy. Similar to Moses and the burning bush, this is a holy moment, okay? Many scholars believe this is a pre incarnate appearance of Christ, a theophany, God appearing in human form, due to Joshua worshiping him, the holiness of the encounter, the commander speaking with divine authority, okay? So, key lessons from Joshua chapter 5. First, sorry. Sir, first, before victory comes obedience. God requires spiritual preparation before physical battle. Second, God's promise include responsibilities. Entering the land doesn't mean skipping obedience or reverence. Third, provision changes with seasons. Manna stopped, a reminder to trust God in new ways. Fourth, God is not God is not on our side. We're called to be on his. The commander doesn't take sides. He leads those who submit to him. Fifth lesson, worship comes before war. Joshua meets God before the walls of Jericho ever fall, okay? So, Joshua chapter 5 is not a military chapter, it's a hard check. Before conquering Canaan, Israel had to renew its identity, celebrate redemption, and submit to God's leadership, okay? God wasn't just giving them land, He was forming a holy people, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.